Short chapters, cliffhangers, and just enough humor. Yes, I'm talking about Goosebumps series by R.L. Stein. I've always found R.L. Stein's writing weird, wildly imaginative, and at its core, having the capacity to keep a kid focused. And not just kid, but also adults. Even though it comes under the category of children's literature, a lot of us adults also read the book, and a lot of us reread the books. One thing I have observed about R.L. Stein is his style of writing, the way he keeps it short and sweet, and the way he is not afraid to tell wildly imaginative, weird stories, and the way it have captured a lot of our hearts, even though we are not exactly children. And the reason why I feel is because um deep within ourselves, we are still children, and we need that excitement, we need that adventure, we need that happiness, and we need to have the freedom to be a child, at least by reading. Wonderful thing about the author is definitely the way he thinks, the way he takes a daily life object and turns it into something really spooky and the central item of the story. For example, like if you have read this book, Say Cheese and Die from the series, the central item of the book is a camera. So, with that, you can understand the geniusness of the person. If any of us are writing a book, for example, we would create multiple drafts, right? We would cut out portions we find cringy, and we would think 100 times before sharing something out. Because I think he have taken full freedom in writing something as big as Goosebumps, even though when we find some of the stories or some of the topics in the book hugely, or you can say wildly weird, because um, a lot of a lot of the times we find things very cringy, so we just don't go ahead with it. But we have to appreciate the fact that he have seen through the whole thing, and he have not quit. So I think when we are remembering Goosebumps, we have to also remind us that it's okay to have a wild imagination. It's okay to be cringy. What works for you might not work for others, but you don't have to archive your ideas or delete your drafts, or stop yourself from achieving what you want to achieve. If you're writing a draft and there's a lot of things that might be pure fiction, that might not happen anywhere, anytime, but you have to see through that this is your idea, this is your imagination, and this is your space. So you have to take that leap of faith and go ahead with it. Being a reader, we always search for something reassuring about the way we are when we read books or when we search for a new book. Even though we love stories, I think the thing that connects us with books is our search to find people or fictional characters in the books similar to us, or situations in our life similar in books. We want authors to justify us through their characters in the books, to give us solutions through their characters in the books, to give us direction, to give us purpose, to give us hope, happiness, and peace. So it's not just reading, it's not just writing, it's something higher than that. The purpose is much more higher. Every reader is searching for something in the books they read. It can be happiness, it can be peace, it can be direction, it can be anything.